Hello. This is probably very distracting, isn't it? Is this bad? We're all aware that there are many Catholics out there who have wandered from the faith. There are many Catholics who are very angry with the teachings of the Church. How can we get them back? Or better yet, why did they leave in the first place? The answer are many to these questions. But I would like to suggest that it is a lack of understanding or presumption of God's love that is at the heart of people wandering away. You know, I've asked the question to many thousands of these wandering Catholics, do you believe that God loves you? And if you do, put up your hand. And I'm surprised how quickly they are to put up their hand to that question. And I believe that they are responding not out of an encounter of God's love, but a presumption that God is love, therefore all is well. In this environment, it is extremely easy to wander away, to be indifferent, or to be angry. How can a loving God send anybody to hell? How can a loving God judge me for my sins and my failures? How can a loving God demand that I go to Mass every Sunday? I believe that at the core of their response, again, is a lack of understanding of the true nature of love. And we believe that God is love, so it's a lack of understanding of the true nature of God. See, bound up in love is relationship. You cannot love cosmically. Your love has to be directed towards a person. Imagine if there is a celebrity out there, they stand in front of the television and they talk to all their fans and they say, I want you to know that I love you all. I hear this and I give a phone call to a friend and I say, guess what? This celebrity loves me. And they ask, well, why do you think they love you? And I tell them, well, they're on television and they say to all their fans that they love them and I'm a fan, therefore they must love me. Well, that's nonsense. That is not love. But what if I got to know this celebrity and over a long period of time we became great friends? It's like brothers. One day he stands in front of the television and he says, I just want the world to know that I have a new best friend and his name is Andre. And I want the world to know that I love him as a brother. We're very close friends. Well, now I have a case to bring my friend. I can tell them that this celebrity loves me because they named me. They directed their love and their friendship towards me as a person. So we can only experience God. We can only experience God's love. Not by presumption that He is love, but by entering into a personal relationship with Him. But the only way we can enter into a personal relationship with God is by choosing Him. Choice is the only way. I have to choose to love God or to allow Him to love me, to enter into that relationship. See, I can force you to do anything. I can force you to run a marathon. I can force you to eat Big Macs for the rest of your life. I can force you to stay up for weeks upon weeks. But I cannot force you to love me, to respect, and to like me. This is your choice. You have to choose for yourself. So you're the one that can only choose to enter into this relationship. This was the greatest gift we were given by God. Free choice. That He is not forcing His love upon us, but He is giving us the choice to love Him. And the only way we can experience that is by choice. So we can either choose God, make choices for Him, or out of ignorance, being unaware, we can just, basically become indifferent, unknown that we can make this choice. Or we can choose to reject it in our lives. But the only way we can experience God's love, the only way we can enter into this relationship with God is by choosing it. The ball's in our court. He loves us. We have to choose to enter into this love relationship. So when we talk about getting these people back, our message is love. We want them to know that God is love, that He loves them in spite of all their failures and their weaknesses. But the only way they can enter into this relationship is by choosing Him for themselves. Now, the big question is, how do you make that choice? Well, I'll tell you that in the future.